Lingportal Online School presents
20 Most Common Mistakes in English. Did you know that even small grammar mistakes can completely change the meaning of what you say? Have you ever said or written something in English and later realized, oops, that wasn't right? Don't worry, you're not alone. A missing article, the wrong preposition, or a slight verb tense mistake can lead to confusion or even embarrassment. In our upcoming video, we'll break down the most common English mistakes and show you how to avoid them. Get ready for clear explanations, real-life examples, and some tricky test questions to challenge yourself. To be verb. 1. Memorize forms of the verb to be in the present and past tenses and use them correctly. Repeat after me. I am. He is. She is. It is. You are. We are. They are. Here are examples. I am a worker. I was at the shop yesterday. He is very smart. It was a hard time. We are amazing. You were supposed to let me know. Articles. 2. Confusing a and an can cause minor mispronunciation and confusion. Here are the examples. She is an unusual person. This is incorrect. The listener might think the speaker said a usual person, which has the opposite meaning, before realizing the mistake. She is an unusual person is correct. Memorize the rule. We use a before words that begin with a consonant sound. For example, a book, a car. We use an before words that begin with a vowel sound. For example, an apple, an orange. 3. Using the instead of a/an with professions or jobs can alter the intended meaning. For example, she is the doctor. It is incorrect in this context. The listener might think that she is a specific doctor because saying the doctor suggests that she has a particular area of specialization. She is a doctor is correct because it refers to her profession in general without specifying a particular role. Memorize the rule. Using the article a/an with professions, jobs, occupation when talking in a general sense. Using the is correct when talking about a specific, unique, or well-defined role. 4. Using the superlative form of comparison without the may sound unnatural and confusing. For example, he is smartest student in the class. Incorrect. The listener might think that he is a smart student instead of the number one smartest student. He is the smartest student in the class. This is correct. Memorize the rule. Superlatives are used with the. If you use a pronoun, the is omitted. This is my best work. 5. Using articles, a, an, the, with proper nouns can lead to misunderstandings or change the meaning of a sentence. She is a Madonna. The listener might think that she behaves like a Madonna instead of actually being her. She is Madonna. Correct. It refers to the popular singer. Memorize the rule. Don't use articles with proper nouns. Be careful when using articles with geographical names. We went to a Paris last weekend. This is incorrect for city names. We visited the United Kingdom. Correct. Use the is required because United Kingdom is a specific, well-defined place. 6. When talking about things in general, we usually don't use the. Using the can make it seem like we're talking about a specific example instead. For example, the birds eat the worms. We're talking about particular birds and worms. Compare with birds eat worms. We're talking about birds and worms in general. Memorize the rule. Don't use articles when talking about things in general, unless a specific context requires it. There are some cases that require articles: the internet, the newspaper, the phone, etc. 7. Using articles incorrectly with uncountable nouns can lead to misunderstandings or change the meaning of a sentence. For example, sugar is for your coffee. The listener might think that you're talking about sugar in general. The sugar is for your coffee. We're talking about a specific sugar on the table. Feel the difference. I love coffee. Uncountable, general. I'd love a coffee, please, referring to a cup of coffee. Memorize the rule. Never use a/an with uncountable nouns unless you add a phrase like a piece of, a cup of, a type of. 8. They're talking about the weather. They must be English. You're right. Weather is a common topic for small talk, so make sure to use the weather correctly. Memorize the rule. Don't use the with the word weather when talking about weather in general. In spring, weather is often sunny. Weather in general, no article. Use the when talking about specific weather or conditions. For example, the weather is sunny today, referring to the weather on a particular day. Don't use the if there is an adjective before the word weather. For example, I love sunny weather. Subject-verb agreements. Incorrect subject-verb agreements can lead to misunderstandings, awkward sentences, or confusion for the listener or reader. 9. When a verb is incorrectly used as singular or plural, it can create confusion about the number of things or people being referred to, especially if it doesn't match the subject. For example, the book are interesting. Incorrect. The book is interesting. Correct. Memorize the rule. Always think whether the subject is singular or plural when choosing the verb. When the subject is singular, like book, use is. When the subject were plural, e.g. books, you would use are. Incorrect subject-verb agreements can lead to misunderstandings, awkward sentences, or confusion for the listener or reader. 10. Using incorrect verbs with singular or plural indefinite pronouns can definitely lead to misunderstandings. For example, everyone know the answer. Incorrect. The verb know is in the plural form, but everyone is singular, so the subject and verb do not agree. Everyone knows the answer. Correct. The pronoun everyone is always singular, so it requires the singular verb knows. Memorize singular indefinite pronouns. These pronouns are always singular, so they require a singular verb. 11. There are collective nouns in English, such as family, team, etc. The meaning can change depending on whether a singular or plural verb is used. For example, $5 is left. I'm talking about a single banknote. $5 were scattered on the table. I'm talking about 5 separate $1 banknotes. Memorize the rule. When you think of the group as a whole, use a singular verb. When you think of the individuals within the group, use a plural verb. Verb tense. 12. Confusing do and does can change the meaning of a sentence. Here's how. Do she like coffee? This is grammatically incorrect because she is a third-person singular subject. Does she like coffee? Correct. Memorize the rule. Use does for third-person singular subjects. He, she, it. Use do for plural subjects. I, you, we, they. 13. Not adding s to a verb for a third-person singular subject, he, she, it, can make a sentence sound unnatural or less fluent. For example, she like ice cream. This is incorrect. Most people would still understand, but the incorrect form sounds unnatural. She likes ice cream. This is correct. Memorize the rule. Add s or es to the verb when using third-person subjects. He, she, it. 14. Not using the present simple tense for everyday routines can change the meaning of a sentence and lead to misunderstandings. Here's how. I woke up at 7 o'clock every day. Using the past simple is incorrect. The listener might think that it was a past routine that no longer happens. I'm waking up at 7 o'clock every day. Using the present continuous is incorrect. The listener might think that waking up at 7 a.m. is a struggle or a temporary situation. I wake up at 7 o'clock every day. Using the present simple is correct. Memorize the rule. Use the present simple tense when talking about everyday routines. 15. If you don't use the past simple tense when mentioning a specific time in the past, it can confuse the listener. I have seen him yesterday. This is incorrect. The listener might be confused because yesterday refers to a specific time, which requires the past simple. I saw him yesterday. Correct. Memorize the rule. Use the past simple tense when referring to a specific time in the past. 16. If you don't use the present perfect tense when talking about a result or life experience, your listener might misunderstand you. For example, did you ever been to Australia? Incorrect. The listener might think you're asking about a specific time in the past, but ever suggests a life experience. Have you ever been to Australia? Correct. Memorize the rule. Use the present perfect tense when talking about results and life experiences. 17. Not using the present continuous tense may lead to misunderstanding. For example, I work on a project now. This is incorrect. It sounds like a regular job, not a temporary activity. I am working on a project now. Correct. Or, look, she dances. Incorrect. This sounds like she dances regularly as a habit. Look, she is dancing. Correct. Memorize the rule. Use the continuous tenses when talking about an activity that is in progress at a specific moment. Quantifiers. Much, many, few, less, for countable and uncountable. 18. Using incorrect quantifiers, much, many, little, few, may sound unnatural and change the meaning. For example, he doesn't have many money. Incorrect. The listener might be confused because many is used with plural countable nouns, but money is uncountable. He doesn't have much money. Correct. Memorize the rule. Memorize the difference between countable and uncountable nouns and use quantifiers accordingly. Use many and few/a few with countable nouns. Use much and little/a little with uncountable nouns. I have too much work to do. Work is uncountable. There are too many tasks to complete. Tasks is countable. Pronouns. 19. Confusing subject pronouns. I, he, she, we, they, and object pronouns. Me, him, her, us, them, can lead to misunderstandings because the meaning and focus of the sentence might change. Here's how. I saw she at the party. This is incorrect. The listener might misinterpret the sentence as she is a subject pronoun, but here an object pronoun is needed. I saw her at the party. Correct. Memorize the rule. Use subject pronouns, I, he, she, we, they, as the subject of a sentence. Use object pronouns, me, him, her, us, them, as the object of a verb or preposition. Prepositions. 20. Many mistakes occur with the prepositions in, on, and at because they are used for both time and place. Here are some examples. She is sitting on the table. Incorrect. The listener may imagine her sitting on top of the table. She is sitting at the table. Correct. I will meet you at Monday. Incorrect. The listener may be unsure if you're referring to a specific day or time. I will meet you on Monday. Correct. Memorize the rule. Use in for large time periods, months, years, centuries, and large places, countries, cities, neighborhoods. Use on for specific days and dates and smaller places, streets, surfaces. Use at for particular times and places, exact locations and addresses. Wow, that was a lot of mistakes, but now you know how to fix them. Which one surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out more videos to improve your English. See you next time.